as much as it pains me, I'm going to go with the New England Patriots. And what I think very good, two teams are really good. I really like both of these teams. And I think they both have a lot of weapons. Actually, to tell you the truth, one of the things that's my favorite thing about both of these guys, I'm going to create a new term. I think these are the diva-less teams in the NFL.
Okay. I can see that.
I mean that. Now, they both have, trust me, they have stars. They have all-stars, but they're not divas. And that really impresses me. I like their team concept. But, of course, you know Belichick does that. You know that's him. But Dan Quinn, who used to work with us with the Jets, is really a same kind of guy. And, you know, I get a little bit of a feeling sometimes when a team scores. How do they act? I like the way Julio Jones. I like the way he's a happy guy and excited, but it's all about their football team. And that's why I think these two guys are in the Super Bowl. That has a lot to do with me. But I'm afraid that the New England Patriots, when you look at it, if you break down the numbers and you look at it, which I don't think you have to do everything on that, but if you really study it, I think the Patriots' offense has too many weapons and will present too many problems for that Atlanta Falcon defense. I don't think you can be last in the National Football League in the red zone, which is where Atlanta is, and win against New England. You can't afford to give up that many touchdowns.
See, the thing that I hear a lot of, I've heard this a lot over the last couple of weeks or in this the second week, that it might end up being a low-scoring game. I don't see how Atlanta wins a low-scoring game because I don't think their defense is that good to stop the Patriots.
I agree with you, Don. I agree. You know, here's where the Patriots are really good. Look at what they do on first down. I mean, they're one of the best in the league on first down. Atlanta's defense is only 29th in the league on first down. You can't, they'll pick you apart. They cut you 1,000 times, and you're bleeding. You don't even know it. Edelman. He catches that 4-yard ball. And next thing you know, it's this 8-yard gain. It's 2nd and 2. Well, they've got a whole group of those guys. And that's what they do so very well. And I think it's a good matchup. I love the matchup between these two teams. I believe that their defense, the way that Atlanta plays their defense, will stop Freeman and Coleman. The New York law firm, the Freeman and Coleman, those two backs. The way they played with Malcolm Brown and Alan Branch, those tackles. And if you can shut down Le'Veon Bell, you can stop anybody, and they pounded him inside for Pittsburgh.
Do you think that Butler could stop Jones? It looks like he's going to play a man.
Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting how they'll do it. They do so many different things, Michael, the way they play. McCourtney's always going to be over the top. They're going to get help. I think there's a little bit of a myth that Belichick eliminates your best weapon. No, he doesn't. He limits your best weapon. He's going to make it go only in areas. And they have such versatility on their defense that all of a sudden they'll be playing Jones in a locked-on man-to-man. And it looks as though he can get you inside. And all of a sudden that linebacker that's down looks like he's going to pass rush, drops back and will smack you right in the face. That's what they do so well, New England. They make it difficult. They can't stop it, but they make it tough.
We were talking about last week, there was a scenario where if the timing was better, maybe the Jets could have landed Quinn.
Yes.
Would things have been different?
Well, it's a good point. I honestly don't know. You don't know that. What would have they done? You still better get a quarterback now.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
that's why Quinn probably wanted Atlanta.
Yeah, he came down here. You got Ryan. So you have to solve those problems. I know his approach, and I know his teamwork philosophy better than I know Todd's. So in that regard, and here's the thing I am sure with Atlanta. I take a look at their coaching staff. They've got 2 great running backs. Mm-hmm. Their running back coach, he broke in with me, a guy named Bobby Turner. Now, when Denver was winning those Super Bowls, Bobby Turner was their running back coach that was producing those 1,000-yard guys. This is a really good football coach. He's still doing it. I'm watching a game the other day. Who are they playing? I think it was maybe it was against Green Bay. And a guy was coming out, should have gone down, and he went out of bounds. Oh, my goodness. Bobby was all over him. This is a coach. This is, what Belichick does. This is why he brought back Dante Scarnecchia. Right. Because they have the attention to detail. And I know Dan Quinn is really big with that.
Yeah, and I don't want to, obviously coaching is so important, probably more important in football than it is in any other sport. But am I exaggerating to say that if Quinn had been the Jets coach and let's say the Falcons had taken Todd Bowles, that the Falcons wouldn't go to the Super Bowl and that the Jets automatically would go to the playoffs?
I don't think so.
Right.
I still think the Falcons are the better team.
Yeah.
I was asked a question today on a Boston radio station. They said, okay, you've got to give us one answer. They said, you got to give us one answer. Brady, Belichick. I said, I'm going Brady.
Really?
That's what there's no doubt in my mind. We're the team that played them right after 9/11 when Mo Lewis drilled Bledsoe.
Right.
We're the team that got that thing started.
Mm-hmm.
And I just believe in that. Now, don't get me wrong. They both go hand in hand. And I think Bill's a heck of a football coach. But Tom Brady makes it a heck of a lot easier.
Now, you've worked with great football coaches. Don Shula, a legendary coach.
Jimmy Johnson, I thought, was a heck of a football coach.
All right. What makes Belichick so good? Do you believe he is as good as is made out to be?
Well, no, I don't. I believe he's very good. And I think he's got great attention to detail. But he's got things going now because he's also been – one of the things that helps is the consistency. Because, Tom Brady, when they bring guys in, Tom Brady's been studying the same language the whole time.
Right.
This isn't like a guy that just went to France and they took him off the bus. That's what happens with a lot of these guys because they got a whole new system, new coordinator, new language. When I was with Coach Shula, we were Marino, Duper, Clayton forever. Mm-hmm. It was the same guys. But there's that attention to detail. Mm-hmm.